Carl, I'm starting to think, starting to run out of things to say for the start of this. We've done 6 of these. We need a sort of,
Isn't it crazy? We've got 5 more.
This is the halfway
5.
point.
We've just inched past halfway. 5 more Fast and Furious films. Just found out there's an animated anime as well we can watch.
Oh, fantastic!
Fast and
This
Furious.
podcast is now just Fast and Furious. It's great. We're having a vid on next week. Stay tuned for that.
Fast and Furious Spy Racers.
Oh wow!
Huh?
100 on Metacritic. Wow, that's pretty good for them.
Won 2 Oscars, and it's a TV show.
My name is Oscar.
My name's Carl,
and this is Who Would Watch This. Welcome to Who Would Watch This, the podcast where we watch a film, chat about the film, and try and figure out who would watch this.
Today we're reviewing Fast and Furious 6, which currently has a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 3.1 on Letterboxd, and a 7 on IMDb. Oscar, what's the plot?
Hobbs and has such an aggressive way
Why
to
is
start.
Hobbs the opening?
Yeah.
Hobbs.
Hobbs has Dominic and Brian reassemble their crew to take down a team of mercenaries. Dominic unexpectedly gets sidetracked with facing his presumed deceased girlfriend, Letty.
Wow.
Letty. She's back, baby. She's back.
So good. I love that now we have an amnesia plotline. I've been waiting for one. I've been waiting. Oh, they're such good soap operas.
They are. And they go, I guess we'll throw a car off a bridge just to sort of make you a bit. But mostly it's about the romance.
If Neighbours or Home and Away, huh? If they had a car going off a
think
bridge.
they did have a car accident. I remember them showing
They have
that,
a lot of car accidents.
Yeah.
Frankly, the show's a wreck.
That's right. We're taking down soap opera TV.
We're coming for you, Neighbours. Oscar, we've been
Yes.
doing a thing.
What's that thing?
We've been recapping instead of doing our what's our little segment called?
Rewind?
Rewind? I don't know what it
I
is.
don't know.
We should know.
We should know.
We should know. We've
Oh,
done
God.
over 100 episodes.
Call in if you know what the name is, huh?
Yeah, here's the number to call. Instead of our pre-recorded segment that we would usually do,
Mm-hmm.
we have been recounting what's been happening in the previous Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
We've been doing 90 seconds
Mm-hmm.
to give a recount. You now have to give a recount of Fast and Furious 1 through 5.
Yep.
Are we keeping it at 90 seconds?
I feel like give me an extra 10. Give me a little extra 10, you know?
What if we kept this at 90 but the next one gets the bump?
I
Or
think
do
we
you
should-
want to give an extra 10 from
I
now
think
on?
give it less. I think 60 seconds. Fuck it.
You want to take it away?
Let's just do it, man.
Okay, well, let's see how we go. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Dom is stealing CDs. Brian's FBI takes him down, but Dom learns to love him. Okay, first done. We've got now Brian. He's in Miami. He's stopping drugs with the Gibbs. They do that by driving a car off into a boat. Okay, we're like, shit, where's this going? We're Tokyo. We're in Tokyo. We have Han and a balding man. Han dies. Damn, but it's 2014. Don't worry. Some kid learns how to drift. Stops at the Yakuza. 4. The gang's all back together, minus the bald guy. We've got Vin. We've got Paul. We've got the Gibbs. We've got Ludacris. We've got Mia. We've got no Ludacris.
The fourth one.
Yeah.
When's Ludacris in the fourth one?
He's in the 4th one.
No, they're not.
Ludacris.
Yeah.
You're running my time up. He's definitely in that.
The fourth one?
Yeah.
Ludacris comes back for the fifth one.
Is he not in the 4th one?
No.
Oh my god, you've run out my entire time. Wait,
You've got 50 seconds. Go.
Okay.
Go, go.
Oh fuck. Okay. They stop the mafia. 5th one. Shit. Fuck. They steal a heist and they steal a safe and Gal Gadot's in it now.
That's time.
Nailed
You
it. I
crumbled.
nailed that.
You
No, you. I
absolutely
thought you'd pause the timer.
You weren't doing an accurate. You had 60 seconds to give an accurate
I like
description.
that people would come to just this little segment, just like, give me the gist, what's going on? All right, I'll pause it, done. And then if we can't do that, then what the fuck are we doing here?
I request 90 seconds next week. I'm saying.
You're a coward, it's fine.
So what have we missed?
What have we missed?
So they're now heisties.
The Heisties, the best film of this franchise,
Yeah,
has
I
just
think-
happened.
Yeah, Fast 5 is their gold standard. Let's
Yeah.
see if they ever beat that.
No. I mean, Hobbs and Shaw's around the corner, so hopefully that can rekindle this magic.
You know the saying, never put your eggs in Hobbs and Shaw's basket. Classic saying. See it on t-shirts and tattoos all the time.
Okay, so let's set the mood for this one. Should we just get into it? Should we jump into it?
Absolutely.
we-
I think you're at an 11 right now.
Yeah.
I
Why
think
don't I just recap it? So
to recap, what this movie?
the five we've just done. I've done a lot of coke.
That's true, yeah,
I've done a
you're
lot of coke.
you're at a high.
We're big podcasters now. Everyone knows that the sky's the limit.
for
My
lis-
doping receptors. I need a hitman.
Maybe I should have done a recap. That would have brought me up. Oscar and I moved a lot of furniture today.
We did.
So I'm tired.
Yeah.
So
I'm burning this energy. I'm putting all 100% into the first 5 minutes, crashing into the,
maybe I should I recap something just to like.
Oh, you'll be tired out. The film. No. You need
So
to say.
tuck him- or do you reckon I
This is a
should,
marathon, but like a duo marathon.
Give
You
me
need-
60 seconds to do Lyle Crocodile. I know it's not relevant to this, but why not?
Okay, this is Carl recapping Lyle Crocodile to, I guess, burn out his energy and make this one of the worst episodes we're ever gonna do. All right, Carl, your time starts now. 3, 2, 1.
Javier Bardem, he wants to be famous. He finds a little crocodile. It can sing. La, 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 la. He then abandons said crocodile because that crocodile gets him into debt. A new family moves into the place. A little kid that doesn't have any friends befriends the crocodile. He gives the crocodile confidence. Some altercations happen. That crocodile ends up going to the zoo. And then hijinks ensue. They break out the crocodile. Javier Bardem realizes he just shouldn't be so mean to Lyle. That kid then goes onto a show, sings terribly, and then Lyle takes pity on him and goes, I can sing better than that kid. Boom. Lyle. Lyle, crocodile.
36 seconds. How do you feel? You said crocodile like twice.
Damn. And you're right, I'm tired.
You know what? It's a good motif for like the podcast because this franchise is starting to get a little bit bags behind the eyes.
Oh, absolutely. I'm feeling it. My confidence and interest in this franchise is waning episode to episode now. Let's jump right in.
I love the title. The only I don't know who makes these. I think it's Paramount.
No, Universal.
Universal. They keep having this original film logo on, and now it's just getting funny. Now it's just this is funny. That's not like a critique. It's just a bit. I think they know what they're doing. Anyway,
We jump right in. We get a huge chase.
we're in Spain.
Bam.
Brian and Dom racing. Are they friends? Are they enemies? They're friends. We then realize that Brian was going to see his newborn son.
Yeah. They're
Which
lucky
seemed-
they didn't kill
Yeah.
anyone or each other. Why was she already at the hospital? What were the two of them doing that meant they had to come separately?
Well, they had to, they did. I
Why didn't they
assume-
come in the same car?
Could you imagine these two carpooling? They don't give a shit about the environment.
Have they ever sat in the same car before?
Only if they've jumped because their car's blown up and they have to jump into the car, but they want to get out of that
true.
car.
They never-
They hate the passenger seats.
Is there a rule in their contract they can only ever be in one car each?
I think that's just the hatred of the environment. They're just like,
is.
all diesel, fuck it. I'm going to burn like a little tree every time I see it.
Absolutely. I've heard Vin Diesel's character Dom does not recycle,
That's fucked,
hates
really.
bio cups,
Okay.
refuses to compost.
Oh. I mean, it's the real anti-hero of the 20th century, really.
Absolutely. Real,
You want to root for him, but you see his recycling habits, and it's not on.
you just can't. Al Gore's rolling in his grave.
I do love this because Brian's like, oh boy, I can't wait to see. Is it a son or a daughter? I think it's a
They
son.
have a son.
Yeah.
They name him Dom.
Yeah.
No,
'cause
they don't.
Dom keeps forcing that upon him. They're
Yeah.
just like, oh boy, I can't wait to see my son. Dom's like, this is the last time you'll be able to drive because you'll be a father, and you need to take that seriously because you're a dad.
So funny, he's like, never put yourself in immediate danger again. So quickly, he's like, can you come with me on the most intense mission we've ever done? Dom
It's crazy
wants-
their missions now. They're like, we've got an assignment. What do you mean?
Got a little letter, like in Mission Impossible. Huh? Puffs up.
Puffs up.
Except it's Hobbs.
But they
Real
have,
puffed
they
up.
have a lot. They have a lot of money now. They've got like at least
so
they've got
rich.
15 million in the bank. They're fine.
Should we? They are all rich, so
Yeah.
I don't know why any of them bother. I guess the Letty connection.
Oh, that's what I think because it's weird because they like it all shows them like living their best life. Like Tyrese Gibson on a jet about to fuck a bunch of women. Ludacris is in. I
He's
don't know.
Robin Hood. It's
He's
weird.
Robin Hood.
He robs ATMs and gives it to the poor.
Yeah.
And people point at him and go, "Why don't you give things to the poor anymore?" It's a real harsh environment.
It
he's
is,
in.
yeah. It looks like he's gonna get stabbed. But anyway, everyone's living their best lives. Dom just calls them all like on FaceTime and is like, "Get over here, Letty," and they're like, "I will drop every single thing so we can not even find Letty, do a mission so we can find information about Letty.
Yeah.
They're really committed to Dom.
So the Rock is this crew of mercenaries is running around Europe, right?
Yep.
Because this movie begins in Russia,
Yeah.
of all places. Why is Hobbs assigned to this? Why would he be assigned to this?
I think he's just assigned to just silly things.
His whole team died on the last mission, and then he let them go. And they went, go gallivant around Nod America.
Go to Russia. I see your diplomacy's great for that. He then also recruits the people that stole the money off him. How powerful is he at the FBI?
I don't know.
He can just hire the criminals that robbed him last. They have a weird friendship.
Yeah, it's odd. It's very odd. Dom has kept his side piece from the previous movie.
Yes. Which the film is not happy about. They're like, fuck, we forgot Letty was a thing.
Yep, absolutely. She is hilariously always seen sort of just post being banged.
Yeah.
Great female character for the franchise.
It opens with Dom, Dom's shirtless in a bed, her lying on him, and Dom's like, ugh, I gotta find Letty. And he's just like, how'd she feel?
They're stuck like Velcro because of the semen.
Well,
There's a picture for you. When they have to rip each other off one another, it's some of the most grotesque sound design I've ever heard.
It's grotesque. The makeup department, I don't think it's makeup either. I think they really
went hard.
They jizzed.
Absolutely.
Vin Diesel's like, I'm already coming. Please.
Sure.
You're gonna let me sit high and dry after that bit?
I don't know what to add to that.
It's
you
perfect.
made it too visceral. I don't. You made it real. For the listener at home, Oscar did motions. I didn't like that. I'm sorry I started it, to be honest. I think you should apologize to the listener.
Fuck off.
Do
You
it,
talk
I
about
think
Velcro cum.
Mine's tasteful. I've got a fun little simile going on.
Velcro's not normally for cum. Oh, it's a bit cheeky. Everyone will love that line.
Anyway, so this woman the Dom's been having sex with for a while.
Yeah.
Happily takes herself out of the movie.
Yeah.
Sees that Letty's back and goes, if that was my husband, I'd leave too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you guys haven't got a good relationship. If you recall in this movie, she was only in it for cleaning up the streets of Rio
Yeah.
because of what happened to her husband.
Yes.
She gave up on that dream so quickly.
So quickly to go be a woman for Dom.
It's just odd. It's odd that she's so happy to leave him.
I mean,
I reckon he's a
wouldn't
lazy
you?
lay.
What's his chat like after this? I mean, you have such high of bank
How
heist.
do they ever get along? How do they ever? What do we think they talk? What movies do they enjoy? What music do you think they both listen to?
I think they both read a book together.
I've never seen Dom pick up a book. That's for sure.
Okay, but here's the sitch. Hobbs wants them for this job.
Yeah.
And says, come to London with me. We're gonna stop Shaw. Who's the hell's a Shaw character?
Oh, I know. It's crazy. My friend that I watched this with was so excited because finally it was Shaw. It's the wrong Shaw.
It's the wrong Shaw.
It's still Hobbs
I
pre-Shaw.
was very much waiting for the Shaw to be a twist and be like, take off his mask and it be Jason Statham.
No, it's a different Shaw.
There's a different Shaw.
He's Hobbs pre-Shaw
Yeah.
still. He's not going to get Hobbs and Shaw till the next one.
Oh, I'm so keen for
That's
Hobbs
Hobbs
and Shaw.
post-Shaw. It's the timeline. It's easier
AD,
to
BC,
work it out.
it's
Yeah.
BC, and I guess it is just BC.
I love that Vin Diesel takes this picture of Letty and gives it to Brian, who's
Yeah.
living in the most beautiful villa
Yeah.
in Spain. I would never leave this.
Never leave.
The fact that he's there going, I ache for LA, is just grotesque.
At the end of the film, they get back to LA. He's like, "Ugh, lost smog here, but you can't beat it.
Oh,
you beat it. You beat it instantly. And why would you
Carrying
leave?
his kid around just, oh, the air quality's bad. You might get shot. Gangs are on the rise and cocaine's everywhere.
And we kind of fueled most of that.
But I loved it because Brian looks at this image of Letty and goes, oh, this isn't real. I used to do this all the time as a cop. He's such a bad cop.
Oh no, don't believe that old trick. That's copping 101.
Constantly
you
whenever-
want to blackmail them with their significant other that's died. It gets them riled up and they'll do anything for it. But never, it's just Photoshop.
The fact that he would investigate people to see if they've got a dead spouse, just to say they're wreaking havoc in London.
You're gonna help me. Oh shit, I need to get that. You idiot! I was joking.
And now you're in jail. Take that, Zodiac.
Oh, imagine Brian taking down the Zodiac Killer
Oh my god.
by
if they
just
did-
fumbling it. The hell are these symbols? I can't read it. I'm at McDonald Street. Okay, cool. We'll go there. It's like, how do you know that? I can't read.
Brian, that's an email in English.
Okay.
So we're all in London.
Yes.
Vin Diesel walks in. He goes straight up to Hobbs and goes, "You've assembled the best crew in the world. What do you need us for?" How dare he give them that label? Based on what?
I think, all they've really done is accidentally stop a cocaine trafficker, which was in the fourth one. Not really. I think it was mainly Vin, and him just being on murderous rage. Most of the time, the film wants to be. It's normally Vin or Paul want to achieve something, and then someone goes, "Right, all you need to do though is just help me with this thing, and then you'll get what you want."
Yeah.
They never want to stop the crime. They never want to do anything like that. They just want a singular goal.
They're so selfish. I know that we're told that they like care about one another and they care about family.
They just care about themselves. They're a codependent mess right now.
If a therapist tried to even have a look at the relationship these like 8 people have, toxic. Toxic. If this was a workplace,
HR would have a
field day.
field day.
Absolutely. This group they'd get cancelled. I dare say. They'd be put up on like anti-work.
We're trying to get more with the kids. This team is not woke. Let me tell you. Okay, so Hobbs goes, all right, I've got the best team, I guess. So
And then goes, "I know exactly where he is. What's the point of this team then?" Gal Gadot's standing there going, "Why am I here? Not just like here as a character, but in this movie. I give nothing."
So Hobbs is like, right, Shaw's trying to build a bomb, an EMP essentially.
Is that what he's trying to do?
He's trying to build a bomb.
Oh, I had no clue what his goal was.
But it's not to use it against someone, he just wants to sell it. So he's still got to sell the bomb, but he needs a part. What part, you might ask, Carl? We don't find out for a while. I think it's a microchip.
And we never see it.
Never see
they
it.
smartly keep it in a briefcase.
Yeah.
So they never have to
Never see
explain
it.
it.
I don't think they even were bothered to write a MacGuffin. They were like, here's a bomb. He needs a thing for the bomb.
They were so lazy they didn't even finish the word. They called it a MacGuff. all of the movie, it's just a MacGuff. So we get our first action sequence of the movie.
Yes.
And I dare say the first one for a long time. Because the middle of this movie, it drags.
It does.
This first action sequence through London, awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
I think this car that Shaw, not the Hobbs and Shaw, but Shaw,
Sure.
Luke Evans
Pre-Shaw.
Yeah, pre-Shaw. I guess, yeah, this is Shaw pre-Shaw, right?
Yeah.
Shaw pre-Shaw gets this great little car that flips all the other cars. This looks excellent.
Was this made? Yeah. Do you think the Batman had anything to do with this? Because this feels very
Yeah, it feels like
Batmobile-esque.
Batman. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I think so.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that's going to be holding this movie back, and I love London. London's a great place. The UK is fantastic. And we got a lovely amount of UK listeners now.
Again, if we didn't, we would be dissing it, but we're pandering.
We're absolutely pandering. That's right, this one's just for you.
Yeah.
If you're a UK listener, email us.
Ask
AskWWWT.
Podcast@gmail.com.
One day I'll learn the email. Anyway, nothing against London. I think Rio was a much more interesting place for a movie to take place. I'm disappointed we basically just stay in London for the whole film.
Pretty much. And it's also no traffic, which is just an absolute nightmare. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Nobody believes this. I was there in London. I know what I saw. Cars. Lots of them. Yeah,
it's a fun little sequence. We pretty much realised that the best team they've assembled, their team, Pre-Shaw's team, is pretty much an identical copy of them. Fun little concept. I do think that Vin Diesel walked on set and said, "We're going to have clones." And they were like, "No, we can't do that, Vin Diesel. It's not feasible." So they sort of had to rewrite it so they're just pretty much their opposite.
it's very disappointing that they introduced this fun little concept that they've all got the similar skill set.
Yeah.
And then never do anything with it. It's a waste of an idea.
Yeah.
It's a shame because it's really goofy and fun.
All they've really got is the muscle, which is like Hobbs like swap in.
Yeah.
We don't get to see the muscle enough. I like the muscle. Like, you're the muscle. Stay in your lane. What the hell's the muscle lane?
It's a good lane. If I ever have to be in a lane of traffic, I always choose the muscle lane.
Oh, of course.
It takes me straight to London. At the end of this chase, Dom sees Letty.
Yes.
He chases her.
Yes.
Letty gets out of the car.
Yeah.
What does she do?
She shoots him in the chest.
Mm.
He should be dead, right?
Well, no. Dom can't get shot.
I don't understand, though, how he doesn't die.
Oh, because he's shot in the chest.
Gotcha. The sort of,
Well, everybody knows you're fine if the chest. Shoulder, arm, leg, head, gone. Chest, safe spot.
safe spot.
You got the rib cage.
It's kind of a bulletproof vest,
Yeah. Doesn't it look after where the heart is?
I think so, yeah.
Then you're fine.
Yeah, it's like a piercing bullet.
I've never heard of a bullet get through bone before. I don't. And you know what? Don't quote me on that.
Anyway,
I'm not afraid to be wrong.
Dom's shot in the chest next to the heart, and we think, oh man, how is he going to get out of this? Don't worry, he's got a little tissue, and he just sort of dabs it.
Operates on himself.
He operates on himself.
Basically uses his little cross necklace to flick it out. He's like, a mere bullets.
Where is this cross necklace? I thought Dom's old girlfriend from the last one had the necklace. How did he get the necklace? It seems like there's a lot of these necklaces around.
I believe Dom was just fucking his other girlfriend to get the necklace back.
Gotcha. Classic Dom move.
And then they lose this necklace again. This
do.
necklace has a real little it weaves through the narrative.
We need to keep it going, because at the end, we find out the necklace is somewhere else.
Yep.
Huge.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I love this little necklace. Not in the sense of loving it. I do hate it.
Yeah.
But I love the concept
So
of
the
it.
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't even really like the concept of it either. I dare say it's frustrating. It's a frustrating object to keep seeing. But I like that they're trying. That's where I'll land. They're trying.
Nowhere. Mutual. I feel indifferent to this necklace, and I will explain about it and talk about it a lot.
Hearing it back.
That's just our podcast, isn't it?
Hearing it back, that was such a nonsensical thing for me to say. That went nowhere. We gained nothing. We wasted the listener's time. Let's keep it in.
Okay, so
It turns out Letty's working with this group.
Yes.
She's working with Shaw Pre-Shaw.
yeah,
Everybody is so comedically British.
yeah.
I think it would have been fun if Letty had a British accent. I'm a little disappointed.
Right, you cobbers, we got the pill. Now let's go find that bloody bomb.
Where'd you find this woman? LA.
It was very smoggy. Her vocal cords got fried. Now she talks like bloody us, doesn't she? I do like it. Shaw's plan was to distract them so they could steal something at Interpol, which is just an Excel spreadsheet which has the location of the part for the bomb they have, but the part for the bomb moves every 96 hours. What the hell is this piece?
They have no idea what's going on in this film. Because we get introduced to the villain and we go, great, I bet that villain's going to wreak some havoc.
Yeah.
Barely in the movie.
Yeah.
They have no idea what they're doing. They go, wasn't that a great chase? Isn't it crazy we're after these awesome doppelganger villains? Should we pursue that? Nah. Let's answer questions from the fourth movie.
Oh, God, painful. So now we get, okay, our heroes are defeated, but then also the guys who steal them are like, those guys were the best. We've got to get better. Anyway, now our heroes sort of split off. We got Gal and the new girl that is with Hobbs, Riley Hicks, a classic character.
It's, what's her name? Gina Carano.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie's smart to give her few lines.
That's cruel to say. Riley Hobbs, whoops, is a memorable character that I love.
I'm going to ask you next week what her character name is, and you are going to struggle.
Anyway, those two, the Gibbs and Han, go to a man that has a grappling hook gun to get a grappling hook gun.
Do we know why?
No.
They end up using the grappling hooks, but there's no way they could have known
That was
where the movie was going to be going.
It
Because
seemed very much, they were like, 40% of our team get these guns. And not just, they seem to get just one of the guns. And by the end, they have multiple.
they're so committed. Imagine going, there's 8 of us. Half of us need to go get hooks. Get as many grappling hooks as possible.
Should we get some cars? Nah, Hook. This is a Hook-based movie now.
Clever way for them to not use NOS in a car, though. They use NOS on the hooks.
Yeah,
That was exciting.
that was
I
exciting.
thought, these guys are reinventing the wheel.
By dismantling it and using it as a hook.
Put the NOS on different objects. See if I care. Put it on that fucking necklace. I don't mind.
So while they're doing this, Vin and Paul go to the bullet shop where Letty got the gun.
Yep.
They go, hey, who bought this gun? And they were like, I don't know, some street racer. They're like, thanks. Beat him up. Why?
Trying to navigate how this interaction opens up a chain of events I will never
It
understand.
closes a door, if anything. They
Yeah.
know it's Letty.
Yeah.
Why? They don't give her
Why
any-
do they know it's Letty?
Yeah.
Why are they investigating if it's Letty?
Yeah.
He
But
saw her.
But he gives no information. Like, she was a drag racer. And they're like, that's Letty for you.
They somehow find out this bullet is connected to the villain of the fourth movie.
Is that what that is?
And Brian goes, I'll go talk to him
Yeah.
because I'm the one that got Letty in trouble.
Yeah.
Because we were working together in the
Brian
fourth movie.
is, I don't know how much Vin has guilted him behind the scenes, but Brian is going above and beyond, right, frankly. He's gone on this insane trip when he has a kid,
Yeah.
and now he's going to prison to find out some nothing information.
My favorite thing is Brian keeps calling up Mia, his wife, and going, hey, the mission's getting pretty dangerous. We're getting our ass kicked. How's the kid going? I know that he's a newborn. She goes, it's fine. Just bring Letty back.
They are so committed to bringing back Letty. It's crazy that they're like, you have no responsibilities. You find that woman. Oh, you found her? And she tried to shoot Vin? Keep pushing through. She needs you.
How much danger are you in? Immediate. Just push through, Brian.
Push through, Brian.
She has this ludicrous line that says, I feel safer knowing you're both out there. Which is the funniest thing to say. Oh, you're both going on a death-defying... It's like being like, oh, I feel much better that all of my brothers and my dad are at war.
It's good, you know.
It's nice that they're all out there
They're all together.
risking their
They're all
life.
together, yeah. There's
I've
no
got
real...
one safety blanket.
Now, don't mind me. I'm going to go watch Save It Private Ryan. Oh, Vin's in this. And then I'll get back to you.
This is what prompts Brian to go overseas.
Yes.
They've got themselves in a loop where they go, but you're not allowed to go into the country. He goes, I'll find a way.
Yes.
Cut to, he's found a way. How, we don't know.
He calls the FBI.
The guy he beat up
Yep.
from earlier.
He's like, hey, from the fourth?
Yeah, from the fourth movie.
Nice. Weird, the fourth one's the big tie-in one. They're like, that's the one everyone loved.
This movie's just a bridge. This
Mm.
is the one that ties in the fourth one and the third one and answers questions from the fifth one,
Yeah.
which allows the seventh one to then be like,
Flourish.
we're just gonna do normal things. Nobody knows what that sixth movie was trying to achieve.
So much lore and backstory you didn't need to know.
Who comes to Fast and Furious for the law?
I guess us now.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Anyway.
invested. I'm kind of loving the law.
Oh, it's pretty great.
I'm only here for law.
Now, Paul goes to jail, but he gets to go out in 24 hours. That's
Yeah.
that's the deal, the FBI. I don't get why the FBI agent sort
Doesn't
of
just leave him.
just doesn't leave him or is on his side.
He beats the shit out of
He
that
beats the
FBI
shit
agent
for a
just
second
before
time.
they go in.
Yeah.
And it's meant for comedy, but it feels a bit mean.
Oh, the guy on the ground, he's not like, because in the other ones he was quite angry and like
Yeah.
a bit of a dickhead. This one he's on the ground going, kind
Not
of a
again.
bit broken. He's like, my friend.
I would
really-
have gotten a second and gone, that's Brian O'Connor. Leave him in.
We got him. Done.
We got him. Brian's like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, I brought you down. You're such a huge international...
You stole $15 million and killed multiple people.
You stole $100 million. You're one of those people. No, you don't get to leave. You're an idiot. Oh my god.
What's Brian's plan? He goes into jail, goes in like solitary confinery, to meet Brada from the fourth one.
Oh, we missed Brada. Didn't we? You missed Brada, right?
I did. I was like, Brada. It's funny watching these in such like quick succession because people must have waited years to watch this and then be treated with Brada. So it's a real treat for us, really.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Brada's like, I'm gonna kill you, so I guess I'll tell you the truth.
You got a minute? I'll share my tale
Yeah.
of woe.
And confirms what we know. And he says, yeah, we didn't kill her. Why
It's
are you
crazy.
here? Why are you here?
It's crazy. Vin and Paul have risked their lives to find out information they already know. They saw Letty. Hobbs was like, hey, Letty's alive. That's why they're doing the mission. Tom got shot by Letty. What was they? Why?
Brian then is not only almost killed, but not in the movie for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They obviously have no idea what to do with his character. When he gets back, he goes over to Vin, and Vin turns to him and goes, Brian, whatever you found out, that's for you. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know what you learned. That's just for you. What a waste. Why'd we watch it? Why'd we watch that unfold?
Oh, on top of that, we're like, all right, well, where's Hobbs and Ludacris?
Oh,
You know, that's...
the pairings this film.
They were trying some stuff. They're like, all right,
Brian
who's...
and Bardos and Ludacris and Hobbs, Gal Gadot and Gina Carano. Oh, it's everybody. you've
See
ever
who works. They
wanted.
were really They go to a car show, and the snooty Englishman's like, "Oh, you could never afford this," and they're like, "Well, we're gonna make." And at this point, you're like, "Oh, they're gonna steal the cars. That's kind of fun. That's the idea." Then they just purchase the cars, and then make the Englishman strip for them, which is not as fun.
Yeah, it was really
Why didn't
unsettling.
Why didn't they steal the car? That's cheeky
Steal
and
the
fun.
cars.
Yeah.
Hobbs was against it for some reason.
But it would have been fun because Hobbs is at the moment. He's in. You know, he's in for
Why?
theft.
I think it's not even. I don't find this either of the scenes with the snooty Englishman particularly funny. It's a weird stereotype they love doing for comedy, and it's simply pretty non-existent.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they keep doing it.
Sounds like you're British. You're like, oh, this is just offensive now.
But dude, I thought it was like
Well,
he was
I
like,
thought- well, I thought-
hello.
Well, I
what
thought
are
the
you
first
doing
one
there?"
was like, it's like, okay, this is Snooty Man, and Ludacris is like, I'm gonna steal these cars, and Hobbs like, don't you dare, and it's like, oh, they're gonna steal the cars. They're like, no, we bought them with the money that I stole, and now we're gonna make the man strip for us because he offended us, and it just doesn't feel right.
This is Ludacris going, I've taken the high road. I'll belittle him.
I'll belittle him and buy it with stolen money that I stole from you, Hobbs. Is that what you wanted?
It's crazy, this British man's confidence, though. He goes up to Hobbs, who is the biggest man ever, and goes, get out.
You've got no swagger.
You're disgusting. You've got no swagger. No woman's ever going to want to date you. You can't afford one of these cars. I reckon you only make $50K a year. Fuck off. And I was like, that's actually...
They've nailed the stereotype.
It's a stereotype, but they've given you a lot of confidence, UK. A lot of confidence. On top of this, we have Vin Diesel is also trying to get back Letty.
Yeah.
Trying to win back Letty.
Yeah.
They do some car flirting.
Yeah.
I can only equate it to car sex, I guess.
Yeah.
Just two cars.
Ramming each other. That's why they
Ramming
call
up
it a
against
Dodge
one
Ram. You know? They just fucking exhaust to exhaust.
Smoke on smoke.
Revving the 5.
Rev on rev.
Drifting on the cock.
Yep. You nailed it.
Anyway, so that's the sort of like, I guess that's the middle. It's kind of the cream egg of it all.
It's not particularly interesting, is
No.
it? It's really dull.
Yeah.
It's so dull.
It's so dull.
Letty
They just sort
and
of
Dom
buy-
gain nothing from the end of their little chat. But Shaw rocks up and goes, I'm still in the film.
Because they have a drag race, don't they? But it's very...
And Rita Ora's there!
Yes, Rita Ora's like...
Rita Ora's
Because she
there.
goes, welcome to London. Like, real... Like, she goes, this is London. Like Vin said, this is Brazil. Each location gets someone going, this is the place.
Rita Ora has been in 3 50 Shades movies.
Yeah.
Twist, and now this. She's been in 5 Who Would Watch This
She's
films.
making it, huh?
Oh my god. Wow.
What was this role for her? Wait, 2013? Ugh, good for her, I
I
guess.
guess. She's not going to sing sad songs anymore. Just love songs in London.
They have
Yeah.
a really boring drag race, right?
Yeah,
There's not much
it's so
happening.
dull because they're basically just car flirting. It's
Yeah.
really weird. Anyway, at the end of it, Shaw rocks up. He goes, "Leave me alone."
Which is not as threatening because then they've got like a little red dot on him. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. And then Vin's like, I also have a man with a little red dot on you.
I think it'd be hilarious if it was just the same guy.
We put double booked.
Just swapping between the two with the little red dot.
I can't hear them, but whoever sort of waves the most money at me, I guess I'll shoot the other one.
Vin Diesel says, "I'll leave you alone if you just let Letty go."
Yeah.
Shaw goes, "Absolutely not." Why is Letty integral to your plan?
They're all, for some reason, Letty's like the pinnacle. She's more valuable than the chip, it seems, for this bomb.
Apparently. Why? Everything would be fine if you just said, "Yeah, have Letty." I don't give a shit.
I don't trust her, quite frankly. I didn't realize she knew you, my enemy now.
I've been having problems with Letty for years, so take her.
She's been doing that weird British accent. We know she's from LA, so don't
Yeah.
even try that shit with us.
I think the only reasonable thing for Shaw to say should have said, "You don't own any woman."
That would have been a powerful
That would have been crazy. And you know what? We would have gone, we are on Shaw pre-Shaw's side. Shaw then leaves and goes, "We'll catch you later."
He does kind of say it that
He just
way.
says, "I'll catch you later." And The Rock comes down with his snipe gun and just goes, "That helped a lot."
It did
Thank
not.
you.
Also, there's still
A sniper!
His
There's
sniper.
still a
There's
sniper!
still his sniper. Shaw still has his sniper up there. Hobbs has walked down, I don't know, 1 billion miles to walk down to Vin. Shoot them both now. There's a clean shot. But then we do know that Vin can't be shot unless it's in the foot or something. That's his Achilles heel, it seems. It's just silly.
It's just dumb. It's a shame because I don't think this movie's any smarter than Fast 5.
No.
But Fast 5 kept its look was a lot more gritty. It was a bit less CGI. It felt a bit more violent and action packed. They're now going, we're really focusing in on building out a history and a lore.
Yeah.
And I'm not interested.
No. They needed, and like, so we've got like sort of the first sort of like set piece. Then we have like this long, I'd say it's about an hour, would you say, of just sort of not even getting to know these people, sort of just building up what we need to do.
Bits of hand-to-hand combat.
This sort of keeps your attention, but not enough.
No.
And then the film goes, fuck, we forgot what this franchise was. We need to do 2 action scenes back to back.
It's crazy because this is the middle sequence. Well, it feels like what should be the middle sequence of the movie's put right at the end.
Yeah.
And then the climax is 1 minute after the tank sequence.
Yeah. So now Hobbs is like, that was really helpful. They go to his hideout, but he's gone. But luckily, there's a little pile of dirt. And Hobbs goes, great. He then scrapes next to the pile of dirt and goes, he's in Spain. How the hell did this happen?
I believe he tasted it.
Oh yeah, that's a Spaniard's boot. Oh yeah, let's go to Spain. He's going to Spain, guys, let's go.
Tastes of tapas and going to bed at 4.
The hint of wine. He's South Spain, let's go!
Go now!
Okay, so we're back in Spain.
Crazy, we started in Spain and went to London and we're back in Spain.
Back in Spain, don't know
What an adventure.
What around the world, I guess, well, what's that? 3,000 miles, maybe? That's about it, really.
Brian went on the biggest trip. He went from London to LA.
He should be jet lagged.
How long is that? He should be so tired.
They had 96 hours. I feel like they had 3 night shoots. This man is tired.
Also, that man has a kid now. He
Yeah.
probably got the best sleep of his life in prison.
He was chuffed. He's like, I slept 8 hours.
You know how they were like,
I got
you've
shanked. I'm chuffed.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, you've got 24 hours to get out of here,"
Yeah.
and he would have slept right through it. Would have been like, "Fuck, guess I'm here now." But 8 hours every night—that's the dream.
Man, this jail sentence is better than kids on marriage, huh? Ball and chain back here, but ball and chain in here, pretty good. That's what he said.
I risk getting shanked either way. Let's
Now.
face it.
Here's Shaw's plan. Hobbs thinks, oh shit, he's going to Spain. He's going to rob the military base that we're holding the nice little chip in. So we're going to move the chip. Joke's on you. Vin's already figured it out. He's actually going to get them moving the chip. Classic pre-Shaw.
This is such egg on the military of Spain's face that Vin Diesel works it out. And not them. They work it out because of a line of dialogue Brian learned when he was in LA, which is, Shaw lets you get close to him.
What the hell does that mean? What is this riddle?
And
Surely
then, and then Vin goes, to the bridge!
I don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, the film again has now figured out, shit, we need some fucking action because, quite frankly, that was a lot of chatting and chalking. They're on the bridge. Big highway.
It's such a tall bridge.
Yeah.
And these are scattered through Spain.
Yeah.
I think this is a really good setting to do it.
It is, isn't it?
When I saw these in Spain, I thought, holy fuck, how'd they build these? They're so tall.
Yeah.
It starts out as a generic little car chase.
Yeah, we're having a bit of fun. We know Shaw's trying to steal this Humvee that has like the chip in it or something like that. They get on the on the big truck, and we think, all right, well, don't worry, our boys have got the cars. They've got some cars. Let's figure this out.
They start driving around. They get into the truck that has the microchip.
I have no idea where this chip is, but the scene does a pretty good job of going, I don't give a shit about the chip.
Because then they break out of that truck with a tank.
It's all practical. This
looks
tank
amazing.
flies off a truck.
Oh, it looks so good.
And suddenly you're back in the film. Suddenly you don't. Suddenly you're like,
It's a real shot of adrenaline
Yeah.
that you need. But it confused me because then I thought, are they after the tank?
I feel like
What did the villain want?
I feel like the tank had something in it. I don't know where they planned this.
Yeah.
I don't know why they were transporting a chip with a tank in the back.
Yeah. And I think this sequence
Hmm.
that murders, flattens so many people, brutally so, is a genuine act of terrorism.
Oh yeah.
And surely the military should have been there ASAP, right?
Oh, 100%. They're like, oh, a tank's driving down the highway, flattening people. The military's already there. They should be on this like instantly.
When I pull this bullshit in GTA, I get 5 stars immediately.
Immediately. But then Vin comes to stop you and, you know, you're fucked because he can't be shot by bullets. He's invincible.
It's a good DLC they added. This take sequence is a lot of fun.
It is a lot
looks
of
really
fun.
practical. It's definitely needed, but I think it's as cool as it is. It feels too little, too late.
It does. We've sort of been hanging around London's underground for too long. We're sick of
Absolutely.
this.
I think also because it ends on such a big CGI note,
Yeah.
and probably what is at this point the most cartoonish moment of the franchise.
Yeah.
Of Letty being thrown from a tank and Vin Diesel just jumping from a car and them, even though they should probably just meet in the middle and fall.
Flatten, essentially.
Yeah, just all splat together in midair. He was going faster and harder than her.
Well, he wanted it. So,
She was limp.
yeah. So he controlled the physics.
His head, I believe, broke force of
Yeah.
the wind.
Yeah, he broke
was
the sound barrier.
momentum.
So he grabs her midair.
Yeah.
They land back on a car. Luckily, it's just Vin Diesel's back. At,
Yeah.
what, 120 miles an hour?
Yeah, I mean, he benches 220.
Yeah, so he's good.
fine.
So he's fine.
good. He's
He's
back
fine.
and
He's
back
fine.
and
He's
take
fine.
it.
This scene is fun.
It is fun.
It's silly, but it's fun. And quite frankly, I was bored for the last hour. So this is great.
It is. It's a wake up call. It
Yeah.
really propels you into the third act.
It shits
which
you,
happens.
it throws you in. It literally pegs you into the third act because you're like, well, shit, now we've got Shaw. And Shaw's like, okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna kill Mia and your kid. And they're like, what? How'd you find that? The muscle's back. He's got him.
He was there. Found it very easily, apparently. So, anyway, they've got Mia now.
Yeah.
They go, if you choose Mia over the millions of people that will die, pardon goes out the window.
The military man who's not Hobbs is like, well, that's the easiest decision we've ever had. Counter-terrorism, 1 death, that's a win. And Hobbs is like, now hang on. We don't let the terrorists win. We're gonna fucking release you, man.
It's just
Let Mia go, and we'll be on your tail immediately. Why don't they just kill Mia? Why is Shaw like, all right, let me go.
Why have they-
You gave me a 10-minute head start. That's the deal. Mia, you're fine. Let's go.
I know, it's crazy. It's even more baffling that they bring Mia.
Yeah.
Why'd they bring Mia here? Really?
I got no clue. Where's the kid? Where's the?
Oh, the Chris Hemsworth's wife has a Vin Diesel's side piece has a.
Gotcha.
So
It's fun as well because in this scene, and this is the twist of the movie.
Oh my god, this must have fucked you up.
It completely fucked me up. My favorite character. I've been, invested.
What's
in
her
this
name?
It's Riley.
Riley, yeah, there
Riley
you
Hicks.
go. Wow, it's crazy. You almost forgot. What was that, 20 minutes ago? Ah.
Oh, God, Riley Hicks was double-crossing Hobbs. At this point, Hobbs is a moron, so...
He's such an idiot. It's the fact that the entire movie he goes, oh, there's somebody on the inside. The whole film never suspects the one new character.
New character, no... I mean, I remember they get established. He's like, hi, I'm Riley Hicks. He's like, well, I'm Hobbs Shaw. Let's go chat. No, Luke Hobbs. My mistake. I just assumed his name was Hobbs. Oh, it's a mouthful.
Luke Hobbs pre-Shaw. It's not hard to know. And in the last movie, he was pre-Hicks.
Okay, so here's the setting. Shaw's about to get on a plane to use the chip to sell to the military. We're not sure, but he's about to get on a plane.
Yep.
Luckily, our family is on the case.
They're going to work together
Yeah.
on... And I think a lot of people have mocked it, so we're not going to say too much about it.
It's a long highway.
It's a long, long, long road that they are on. And it's weird. The whole sequence ends meters before it ends, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But odd they don't sort of have, in terms of like a ticking time clock for the sequence, but just going, we're going to run out of highway soon. Or they need to turn the plane around, and now they're heading straight for like a building.
Yeah.
Just something to elevate it.
Yeah.
Because the fact that they just... This is, for as cool as this sequence looks, the fact that it's sort of shot with CGI nighttime really detracts, I think, from a lot of it. Like, this is such a CG scene.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody falls from this plane, they fall into the abyss. Just black abyss. You're like, oh, did they land somewhere? Who's to know?
Who's to know? The CGI abyss got them. They grabbed them.
It's like the fog's chasing them as well. It's odd. I think, do you reckon they've done that so that they can kill everyone off without committing to it?
Yes. They were like, do we want Shaw? Like, Jason Statham said yes. Kill Shaw. He's dead. He's dead.
But
what about Gal? She just got Wonder Woman. Okay, fuck. Okay.
Well, let the abyss take her.
Yeah.
We'll see. If we bring Han back in many years, I'm sure she'll come back.
She'll come back.
If
It's
Wonder
fine.
Woman goes in the pooper in a decade, she'll come back.
Done. Okay, so here's the plane. So Shaw gets on the plane by driving up. They also just drive their cars straight into
Pretty
it.
easy.
So it's Vin and Hobbs on the plane battling
Well,
Shaw.
Hobbs has to battle to get onto the plane.
He does.
I thought Hobbs has done so much jumping onto cars. He jumps onto the wheel of this plane. I thought he was so ripped he could just jump as like a ball into the wheel, and that would just disarm the plane. Just completely crash
Which is
it.
a cannonball, essentially. That's why they call him Hobbs. Ugh, didn't do well. Anyway, so we've got the standoff of the century. We've got Dom, Hobbs, Shaw, and the muscle.
The muscle lane.
The muscle lane.
It's what we've been begging for. There's some of the moves here are fun.
Some of the food.
They do some cool
There's
sort
a
of...
fun one where Shaw's about to kill Brian. Vin sees this across the plane. He's like, all right, I need to stop that. So he runs up, head first, into the muscle, headbutts the muscle, dominoes effects into a crate, which then knocks over Shaw, and Brian's good. Love the scene. No notes. Perfect.
I think it would have been great, and then Vin Diesel turns around with a blood-soaked face and a cracked skull, just bleeding down.
Oh god, my face! I didn't realize they got me in the face. That's my weakness.
Thought a headbutt was the strongest part of the body, but it was my chest all along.
My heart's in there.
My
That's
heart's in
why.
there, and a bit of shrapnel from the bullet earlier.
It's infected.
Didn't do a good job cleaning it out. Should have gone to a hospital. A lot of metal poisoning. My necklace is stuck in there too. Let's get some NOS on it.
It's mainly lead. I hope the NOS can knock it out.
Imagine if the ending of the series is Dom gets taken out by lead poisoning.
That'd be pretty tight.
How upsetting would that be?
Maybe just like diesel fumes. I feel like they must have had a lot in their system at the moment.
Probably.
Yeah.
Surely.
Pre-surely.
Sure, pre-sure.
Oh yeah, sure.
Surely pre-sure.
Surely pre-sure.
I don't know where we are in this sequence.
Well, they're on the plane.
Yep.
The rest of the gang is like, well, we spent an hour on these fucking hook things, so let's just fucking use them.
Yep.
They hook the plane.
Why? I don't know why they thought to bring it.
No
I don't know
idea.
why they had them. I don't know why.
I don't know why they had them, because they didn't know this plane thing was going to happen.
Yeah. What was their plan to use them for?
I've got no idea.
They didn't use them in the tank heist.
No.
So Just odd.
But Carl, we get such a sad scene. Han and Gal are on a car that's been hanged with a hook on the wing of the plane. When I say that, it sounds silly, but it's not. It's emotional.
It's brutal.
A bald goon, because they're all bald goons, is about to kill Han. So Gal's like, well, I'm hanging on to this car. I've got a gun in my pocket. I know what I'm going to do. Jumps off, shoots the goon midair. The Abyss takes her.
She's taken by the Abyss. I think this scene would have been cooler if she did a 360 when she dumped.
It would have been cool.
Don't you reckon?
It would have been way cooler.
Bit like a spin.
I do find it fun though. The pre-scene before this, they're like, you know, after this mission, let's go to Tokyo, man. You and me. You and me.
This is us. She wasn't in Tokyo. Something must happen to her.
Oh shit.
They keep their fight going.
Yep.
The plane is now completely on fire.
Yep.
They all get off safely.
Yep.
Dom nearly dies.
But he drives a car through the plane of the nose while it's burning.
This looked cool.
It did look cool, but then as he landed, rolled 58 times, dying instantly.
What a shame. Oh no, he was fine.
He was fine.
He was
Got
fine.
the briefcase.
Yep.
He's like, I did it.
It's like
Kick Shaw out the plane. He's dead. He's dead.
He's so shoved with that briefcase. He walks right up to Hobbs and goes, "This is worth $1 billion." Throws it. Hobbs catches it and goes, "What do you want?"
Letty.
No, he goes 1374.
Oh yeah, you like his that number. It's guess what? It's his old house.
Yep.
The family's having a barbecue.
Yep.
Everything's fine.
Except for the fact that Gal Gadot died.
Gal Gadot
They
died.
lost one of their family members
No one
tonight.
minds. No one minds.
Even Tyrese Gibson has to say grace. Doesn't bring up her death.
No. Well, it's funny because they went around the world to do all this thing to save Letty, a woman we thought was dead. When the gal dies, it's like, ugh, c'est la vie, huh?
I think it'd be hilarious if the ending of Fast X is the exact same scene of them saying somebody's wreaking havoc in London, and it's a picture of Gal Gadot this time.
There's triplets this time. There's triplets. There's 3 teams, baby. It's all a mess.
This is also fun because the table is filled with Coronas. I think this is our first Corona of the franchise.
There's been well, that's what I was confused at because there has been Coronas before, but then in other scenes there's been different beers. So I don't know when, because I feel distinctly like I remember
now it's Coronas.
It's
only.
Corona, gotcha.
Yeah.
Midway through the film, Corona was like, "We'll sponsor you."
Yeah.
We saw that tank thing. That looked cool.
What are they doing? Are they shooting a 6th Fast and Furious? How far through it are they? Halfway? Get them a case! Get them a case of Coronas! Holy
That's all
shit.
the advertising budget is. Here's a case of beers. Like, we'll put it on the screen. It made $1 billion, but a case of beer, we're making money.
Vin Diesel's side piece rocks up to
Yes.
say, "There's no hard feelings. I don't care that you've abandoned me. I was fine to be put under strain and look after your son for a while, or Brian's son for a while."
Dom has this weird bit the whole film because like Brian's holding his new child. He's like, "That's Dommy's boy," and he's like, "No, it's not Dom. That's a Vin Diesel right there. That's a Dominic.
That's a Toretto. No, that is a Brian, and you will be taking a step back. Thank you, sir.
Quite frankly, I've risked my life for Letty, who still has amnesia, so not much use there. You've also broken up your girlfriend. You're not having rights to see this child.
You've made awful decisions the entire time, and it's clear Mia didn't want me around. I've got to deal with that. Divorce impending.
We didn't have the eyes in the sky for this one. It was an absolute mess.
It was a mess. Imagine if we had an aerial view.
Isn't it crazy they had in the 5th one, like the eyes in the sky? I don't know what that technology.
She was the most important.
She had
job.
everything. She had every single cop car building like geo mapped out, and they never use that again.
It's like Ludacris walks in and has conservatively 20 computer screens. What does he need them
Did you
for?
see his typing?
Oh,
I
yeah,
loved
amazing.
it. He's on the left side of the keyboard, just kind of going WSD. Okay, I've hacked the system, so let's figure this one out.
I hit the spacebar 9 times, which everyone knows disables a network. Hang on, let me reroute her. Usually that's the escape button.
You didn't realize. I mean, I was chatting to you because I was so because this scene ends with Vin and Hobbs looking at each other, but the perspective's really weird. I need to find it, but essentially they've done this weird Hobbit trick. You couldn't really see it, but it made me laugh so
I love
hard.
how much you liked it though. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I just think Vin's head is so large,
And then so tiny.
so tiny. But it looks like they're meant to be standing like directly next to opposite each other. But the film, they're definitely one's to the left a meter, one's to the right a meter. It made me chuckle, huh? Ludacris gives
Write in if that made you chuckle. Message us at askWWWT at podcast at gmail.com.
We're going to get a lot of emails. Also, thank you if you have emailed through. We've been trying to reply to you. Send us some more movie recommendations. Quite frankly, we're this close to ending it all because we asked for bad movies and you're sending them awful ones. So, thank you.
Yeah, you're sending some really awful ones.
It hurts because we're like, oh, yeah, we should review that. Thanks.
I don't. You go, hey, we got another email. I go, great.
This will keep living on another week.
Anyway, so that's basically the end of the movie. We then get a post-credit sequence.
This is huge.
Massive. A deal breaker.
Carl, toss your mind back to the third.
It's
Tokyo
tossed.
Drift.
We're in a school. Little Bow Wow's there.
Remember when Han died?
Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I do remember it vividly. His car rolled. Petrol was leaking. It blew up. But how did that car blow up? Other than the
race he was in. That definitely... The car that hit him definitely caused him to blow up. Well, somebody was driving that car.
This is literally Shaw era Shaw. This is Shaw right now.
We are in the Shaw era.
We're in the Shaw era. Because now, we've got him.
Shaw kills Han.
This is huge.
Rings up Dominic directly. Goes, I'm coming for you. End of the film.
Chills.
Wow. They've got me in for a 7th.
Yeah.
Didn't enjoy this, but they've got me for a 7th.
Carl, who would watch Fast and Furious 6?
I'm slightly surprised by how positive a lot of the reviews are around this.
Yeah,
I think this is considerably weaker than the 5th one.
I think so. And yes, it's practical. You know, that first scene and the tank scene are great.
Yeah.
But
there's something incredibly... I feel like in an effort for them to one-up themselves, they've made themselves like just another generic action movie again.
Yeah.
Which I think is a real shame.
Because I don't think the cars are that important, which is fine because they needed to move away from the cars.
Yeah.
But I feel like the 5th one had that beautiful blend of...
It has the right balance.
It does.
Yeah.
I feel like the cars are pretty integral for getting a safe out. The cars are needed here, but it's a plane. It's fine. It's mainly like they all now know martial arts, which is...
Yeah, when they all learn.
I don't know. I have no idea.
If you've come this far, you're probably watching it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You're probably a Fast and Furious fan. So if you're a Fast and Furious fan, this is for you. I'm sure it's very serviceable. I thought it was pretty weak.
I just think the pacing's off. I don't know why they spend so much time in London. I guess it is to build up these characters.
Yeah.
It must have been like a bit of a push, like, let's give these guys a bit more something.
I think it, on top of it, takes itself, while being silly, it's taking itself more seriously than the 5th one.
And the comedy really isn't there.
Yeah, the comedy is really bad in this.
Yeah.
So if I had to say who would watch this, if you're looking for a racing movie in London, this is it.
This is it. This is all we've got.
There's probably another one out there, but the opening action sequence in London, awesome.
Yeah.
Watch it on YouTube. Excellent.
That's the thing. These films are starting to boil down to now. Just watch the clip that's interesting on YouTube.
Yeah.
They don't really have that through line. The 5th one kind of did, but this one's like just bogged down with that boring. It must have done so well by the end because you're like, we got 2 action scenes.
Yeah.
Everyone leaves the cinema happy.
Yeah, and because I remembered liking this a lot more.
Yeah.
And I really didn't enjoy this one.
Yeah.
So, Oscar, who would watch Fast and Furious 6?
Well, I mean, it's the only Fast and Furious I've seen that really has highlighted the character of characters, and that's Riley Hicks. You just don't get that. If you're watching the 5th, you're not getting, it's pre-Riley.
It's pre-Hicks.
It's pre-Hicks. If you're watching 7, it's post-Hicks. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she makes a return.
She was taken by the Abyss. We don't know.
Oh, very true. Very true. Oh,
where's justice for Hicks?
Yeah, there's no mourning for Hicks. So really, this is a Hick-filled romp. And quite frankly, I'm giving it 5 stars. We've never done star ratings on here, but I'm giving it 5 stars.
With the caveat of more Hicks.
Oh, yeah. The Hicks returns for 7. She did get grappling hooked in the chest and flown off onto the plane.
No.
But I think she'll make a strong return, the Hicks.
I think she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious presents
Hicks. $4 billion? Wow.
Wow.
That's the power of Riley Hicks. So, you hickheads out there, seek this one out.
If you're a big fan of Riley Hicks, email us.
If you Hickenites are out there, ask wwtpodcast@gmail.com. Keep sending us movies, but mainly praise for the Hicks.
If you're a Hicken, email us at wwtpodcast@gmail.com.
You Hicksters out there, you email us, huh? You Hickstonators.
If you're
Hick gang.
if you're a Hick-tactoa, email us.
You Hickiverses have been blowing up our email, because quite frankly, I might email the Hicks and just praise her for the film, because she's nailed it, huh?
She's done it.
She's done it.
She's done it. What are we reviewing next week?
Carl, when people aren't blowing up our email for praise of the Hicks, they do also send us film requests. We've got a lovely one here from Marnie, who wants us to do the 1985 classic Tom Cruise Legend. I'm very excited.
Great. I'm over the moon.
You're over the moon. You seem over the moon.
Hyped. So
If you want us to review one of your films that you hated as a child, even now, ask wwtpodcast@gmail.com or praise the Hicks. We're not going to split the email up. We can't afford it. So and you'll be sorting those out. Film requests and Hicks.
just make sure you put in the subject heading Hicks or Sir Hicks-a-lots, as some of you like to be called, so I know to separate them right into the trash.
It's weird. They keep popping up as spam, but they're not spam. You know, they're not spam.
Yeah.
Thank you for your email. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.